Beresford is adamant they want to have a competent blend of both domestic and foreign-based players, as he has seen the skill level of the domestic players improve, but to see it continue, more tournaments are needed.
Yeah, I mean, it's critical, right? That's one of the things that we've been pushing with the relaunch of the women's program, right? There's just not been a lot of football being played in Guyana at the women's level, where you're having 11-a-side games where the girls can have training. That's a huge disadvantage to our Guyana-based players, and that's something we've been working very closely as a federation to make sure that we're putting that. This is just the first. That tournament was just the first of what we expect to be many. We just recently launched a U15 tournament with Blue Waters, and I think those things are critical components to building and developing Guyana-based talent so that they are not at a disadvantage to our international players who are playing football 3-4 times a week and having games on both Saturday and Sundays.
The ongoing campaign, Guyana has 36 players, some of whom never was a part of the national setup. Head coach Dr. Ivan Joseph had related he is working on cutting that number down to 23 and find the best players for specific positions. Beresford is of the opinion the competition for spots has grown.
You're seeing the fruits of that labor because the competition for these slots here is very, very serious between both the Guyana-based players and the international players, and we're seeing that gap sort of narrow where our Guyana-based players are catching up technically to our international players, and it's very critical and important for us. And these tournaments and these leagues that we're starting here in Guyana is critical to those development plans.
The inaugural Women's Year-End Tournament was still hailed a success in the wide objective of creating a platform of equality in men's and women's football. National Association of Women's Football President Andrea Johnson had indicated the tournament was an eye-opener in the sense that there is a desperate need for more of such in order to enhance the level of talent. For the newsroom, Akin Green.